And fam, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. We have another bronzer video. I know. Real talk down below in the comment section. Please do not be afraid to be honest. I am not sensitive. I am asking for your feedback. If you were tired of bronzers, please let me know and I will just kind of pull back on doing them. However, I'm a bronzer lover and all of these bronzers just kind of keep coming out. This bronzer here literally fell into my lap. First of all, huge shout out to D. Thank you for gifting me this. The bronzer we're talking about today is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. I was not going to purchase this. I saw it. Lori has it. You know, Lori, she can be a little bit of a pusher sometimes. Just kidding. I love Lori. If you guys are not following Lori, you need to follow her. I will leave her information right here on the screen. You see it? You see it? Okay. Follow, subscribe. But this was sent to me by D. Thank you so much. And when I got it, I mean, I was excited about it because like I said, I wasn't planning on purchasing it because your girl is just being super, not frugal, but I'm being really mindful with my money because we got things going down in the Patchlock household right now. But anywho, this is what this bronzer looks like. This is in the shade number 3. Now, it took me some time to realize that this is not the deepest shade. So once I realized, wait a second, this isn't the deepest shade, I took it upon myself and I went and purchased shade number 4. So we are going to be comparing the two today because guess what? I can use both of these. I wasn't expecting that, but we're gonna put one shade on one side and one on the other so that way you guys can see and maybe it'll help you determine if you're a shade twin of mine, which shade you wanna go with, or just all around get an idea of what the shades look like. So I'm grabbing my bronzer brush here. I'm buying some new face brushes. You guys have been pushing Sonia G on me, so here we go. But right now I'm just gonna go ahead and use the bronzer brush that I typically use, and that is this Morphe N527. All right, so with the shade number 3, this is an interesting shade because when you look at it, it doesn't really look that deep, right? You're probably thinking, oh, that's not gonna show up on you. I like this shade because of the undertone. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can see. The undertone of this shade, I love. So I'm just gonna start building it up and you can see it. It's so interesting because as I'm putting it on, I'm like, I don't see it. But then when I catch shadows of myself, like on my screen, or especially I notice it a lot at work, it is the most subtle bronzer. It adds dimension in such a subtle way. Now, if you are someone who is wanting a payal punch, shade 3 is not for you. Shade 3 is gonna be if you are my shade and lighter and you just want just a little bit of subtle, like I like that this does not pull red at all, but it doesn't pull cool either. It is a legit neutral undertone on me. Now, I can't say how it's gonna look if you are lighter than me. If you're darker than me, this will not show up on you, just hands down. I don't see it showing up on you, but it is just very neutral. And I am someone who gets bronzer heavy. I make the joke all the time that I am a bronzer whore, and this I can just go on and on and on and on. And because it's not super saturated in depth, it's not super deep, it won't make me look crazy. Sometimes I make myself look crazy with bronzer. So this is the shade number 3. And this is nothing on this side. Oh, you guys, I got my hair trimmed, feeling like a babe. There's nothing like getting your hair done. I was already 3 months overdue before it went into quarantine, and then I trimmed it a little myself, had to get Lo to help me. It was what it was, but I got my girl Nicole to trim me up, and now I'm feeling back in the game. Okay, focus, focus. I'll put a little on the side of my nose as well. Yeah, and Charlotte Tilbury, she is known for not having I feel like, I don't want to say she's known for it, but her shades sometimes, like it's not a huge shade range. We all know that. So when I saw that she was only coming out, I believe this bronzer only has 4 bronzers. That is what initially turned me off from it, because I thought, 4 bronzers, none of those are even going to be able to work for me, because that's just, as a black woman, that's just what we're used to, right? But like I said, I'm so happy this ended up getting sent to me, because had it not, I don't think I ever would have tried it. Let's see, it comes in, yeah, 4 shades. Like 4 shades for a bronzer, that is nothing. I did want to, you know, speak on that because I want you guys to know in case you didn't realize, but 4 shades is definitely not enough. But the fact that I can use 2 out of 4. All right, so this is the shade number 3, okay? Now we're going to switch over to shade number 4. Shade number 4 is deeper, it's more rich, and it pulls warmer. I see more of a red undertone versus the shade number 3. Hang on, let me just wipe off my brush really quick. I'm using my color switch here. Make sure there's nothing on it. And I'll hold these up again so you guys can see. This is shade 3, and this is shade 4. They look totally different. All right, so now we're gonna go in with shade 4 on the left side of my face. Same brush. See? So this is shade 4, and this is shade 3. And I'm glad I have both of these, so that way we can get a really good comparison, because I feel like that helps all of us, you know. Everyone might not be the exact shade, but it does help to kind of get an idea across different tones. Like, I watch a ton of people that aren't my shade range just because I like them, I like their personality, I like their content. You don't have to watch someone just because, you know, they're your shade. I don't think I even have to say that, but you know, in the atmosphere that we're living in right now, I'm having to say things that to me mentally are understood, but maybe not understood to others. Anywho, I watch a ton of different people, and especially for me as a makeup artist, I like seeing things on different shades too, so that way I can kind of have a better idea on how things look on clients when they ask for recommendations. Okay, so this is shade 4. Shade 4 is deeper, it's richer, it's warmer, it has more red undertone in it. And I definitely went a little heavy, but you know, trying to for the sake of the video. So you guys, what do you think? I'll put a little around my nose. And Lori is deeper than me, and she's using shade 4. So definitely go over to her channel and check out how it looks on her if you are someone who's kind of on the cusp. You're not so sure if you are a little bit deeper than me, go check her out because she's a great reference as well, all right? So again, shade 3 on this side, and then we have shade 4 on this side. Let's talk about it. All right, first things first here, pros and cons. We already discussed the con for this, 4 shades. That is not enough shades, okay? That won't, that doesn't do very much, but the fact that I can wear 2 out of 4, that's never happened before. Normally, whenever a line only has 4 shades, I can normally bank that I can't wear any of them, so the fact that I can wear 2, cool, but still 4 is not enough. Secondly, price. This is $55. That is expensive. Charlotte Tilbury is a luxury brand. That's just what it is. Her price is her price. Those are the only 2 cons that I have. The positives. You guys, I have never owned a bronzer this big in my life. Never. Not for my shade anyway. Now I have other ones that are large in shades that go for lighter skin tones, which that's typically how it always is. When brands come out with these big bronzers, they're always for shades that are fair, medium. But the fact that I have a bronzer this big, I love. Now let's talk about the consistency of these. Smooth like butter. You will have no problems blending these out on your face, you guys. If you're a novice, if you struggle with blending, this is smooth. You won't have any issues. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Charlotte Tilbury's blushes, the cheek to cheek. I have this one in Sex on Fire, and then another one in Pillow Talk. I love her blushes. This is definitely making me want to try more of her other powder products. I want to believe she has like an under eye brightening powder or some situation. Very, very easy to blend. It goes onto the skin nicely. It glides on. It doesn't get patchy. It's just easy, you guys. I must say, me personally, I like these a lot. I like these a lot over some other bronzers that I have. I hate to say it, but I do. And the main reasoning is I am all about consistency, and especially because I know my channel's for, you know, more so beginners, novice, everyday women. I'm always looking for products that are easy to apply. And because this is so easy to go on, man, it's definitely up there. So that's just my thoughts. I hope this was helpful for you guys so you can kind of see these in action, see the two shades, and then decide which one are you gonna go with. Are you gonna go with shade 3 or shade 4? So you guys know the deal. Down below, leave me your thoughts, leave me your opinions. Please be respectful. I don't typically have to say that because you guys are, but I've seen a couple of comments here and there recently, and I'm like, ooh, it's starting to get a little cute. But you guys know the deal. Keep it simple. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.